Joining us, as he does each month here on WHKY TV News, is our district attorney here in the 36th Prosecutorial District, Catawba, Burke, and Caldwell Counties, Scott Reilly. Mr. Reilly, thanks for coming in, and a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and your family.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Now, this has been a year in which you have aimed, I guess the goal has been to clear some cases. You couldn't do a lot of that in 2020 because of the pandemic. A lot of restrictions were imposed. That was eased off this year. Where do you stand now?
Right. Well, 2020 was just canceled. 2021, we still have some modifications in the courtroom as far as mask mandates and social distancing. Of course, running back as normal as we can have it, and we have full schedules, and we've really tried to make a dent in our backlog of cases, especially the murder cases. And with two murder cases being disposed of the last week of court of 2021, we are actually down to a manageable figure, and our oldest case is from 2018. One murder case from 2018, and then we have 14 pending murder cases with dates of 2020 and forward. And
the most recent case, I guess, that was resolved was a not guilty. That was actually the Attorney General's office prosecuted because of a conflict of interest. That was from 2015, so that one really was sitting there for a while. Right. And you also have a little bit of information about what happened at the conclusion of that not guilty verdict.
Right. At the end of that, and with any murder case during a jury trial, tensions are running high, emotions are running high because of the enormous stakes of what's going to happen. People have lost loved ones. People are wondering whether or not if the defendant's going to go to prison for life. So when a verdict comes out, it's a volatile situation. And I just want to give a shout out to our Catawba County Sheriff's Department, especially the bailiffs who were in the courtroom that day. I've seen a number of altercations in the courtroom, and the way that our bailiffs and the Catawba County Sheriff's Department handled that was very, very professional. They have a hands-off policy. They handle most of their situations with just treating people with respect and courtesy and understanding the emotions that are going on, and are able to dissipate almost all of the problems that we have in the courtroom in a non-violent manner.
I will guess that your goals for 2022 are just clear some more cases.
Yes, exactly. Now that we are down to a manageable figure, I am really looking forward to 2022.
Last thing I want to mention is that you did mention, but right before we went on the air, that you've been discussing the mask mandate, of course, with Omicron variant now picking up in North Carolina. That's something you've had to consider.
Well, we were very hopeful that we were going to be able to get rid of the mask mandate in the courthouse, and especially with the cases down to about 180 a day. But since the recent spike to about 400 a day, Judge Puvia has decided that we're going to keep the mask mandate in place for the near future.
Well, let's hope that things will again, start to level off, and
yes,
you'll be able to take care of that. Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap things up?
I would like to say a very Merry Christmas and a thanks to all of our members of the armed forces who are serving around the world that will not be able to be with their families over Christmas. The one I'm familiar with is Camp Casey on the DMZ in South Korea. We have a number of young men from Catawba, Burke, and Caldwell County who are stationed there that will not be able to be home with their families for Christmas. It's -1 degree there this morning.
Wow.
So you think about them when you're opening up your presents on Christmas, and just remember our young men around the world.
Yeah, difficult to be away from home anytime, but especially this time of year. Thank you so much again for all the reports, and we'll see you in the new year in 2022.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Rob.
Scott Reilly, our district attorney, and he'll be with us again in January here on WHKY TV News.